Namaste, Jai Bharat. The Pakistan occupied Kashmir, that is Pakistan occupied Jammu and Kashmir, is not what people think. Structurally, Pakistani Punjabis, they had been continuously trying to destroy the Kashmiriness of the Kashmiri people. By Islamization, they have already lost their Kashmiriness considerably. But now, Pakistan, through all these years, had been trying their best to destroy the demographic structure. Right from 1947, of their separation from Bharat, they had been trying to put Punjabis and many other Punjabis in particular, majority, in Kashmir and making them Kashmiris. But then they can't be Kashmiris, they are not Kashmiris. That's one thing they had been trying. Then, as usual, the Punjabi Pakistani regime had been exploiting all others except Punjab themselves. You look at the development structure. The kind of infrastructural providing to Punjab is far flung from the possible kind of infrastructural providings in the other areas. Practically, one may say in other areas there is nothing when compared to Punjab. In Punjab they try to put things, but not in other places where Kashmir is also included. They have been too narrow thought. They had been too short-sighted about the future of their own nation. Now, these people never had a national feeling or nationality concept. They all that they had was their version of Islam. That's very important. Their version of Islam, that is the Punjabi version of Islam, which I don't know is what, but they have some version of Islam, and they think that is Islam, and to the extent they say they are the best Muslims in the world. So they will look down at the Saudis and all the Arab Muslims and all other Muslims. They teach in their schools that Indian Muslims are kafirs. They teach in their schools, and they teach all others are inferior. And this kind of a spurious, empty superiority attitude had been put into the minds of people, and they become self-defeated wherever they go. That's a usual thing a Pakistani experiences when he gets exposed. And seriously, lack of discipline everywhere. Now, Kashmir had been totally destroyed, and the Kashmiris who live in Kashmir, that is Pakistan occupied Kashmir, they have been really pushed to an inescapable corner. And people are getting abducted. Women, children are out there in the street. Their food supply is cut off. Just imagine. I don't know whether these human rights autochthones who will talk about Gaza and not talk about Kashmir. They have been pushed into such a situation that their food supply is cut off, medicines cut off, electricity cut off, water supply cut off, and what is there? They are like a vassal state under oppression. Now, out of helpless desperation, the Kashmiris, they take to the streets, and now the situation is that two things. One, the Kashmiri women and children, those left out men, they are reaching the borders of Bharat, not to enter Bharat, not to come here as refugees, but to stand there and obtain food, medicine, and possible some such facilities. I do not know how our administration reacts officially, because officially no statement has come, but then unofficially they must be getting help from the other Kashmiris in Bharat Kashmir. Look at the situation. The very people, those who live in Pakistan, are taught that the Muslims of Bharat are kafirs, and these kafir Bharati, of course, Hindus and Muslims are equally kafirs. We support them, like what we do to Bangladesh also. They speak against us, they think against us, they act against us, but still we help them. Because we cannot cease to be what we are. That they are standing there, the first thing. Secondly, this is another news. Chinese soldiers are there in Jammu and Kashmir, Pakistan occupied Jammu and Kashmir, trying to control the situation. Now Pakistan is doing a suicide by doing so, inviting China. And if at all China enters there, to what extent the news is authentic, I don't know, but there could be all possibilities. If the China comes, Pakistan occupied Kashmir touches China, and they will simply want to occupy that area. Come what may, they don't care. Come what may, they don't care. They will be just next to the Uyghur Muslims if China is allowed to play. But that kind of desperation Pakistan is in. That kind of desperation. They are taking suicidal steps because a military mind is sitting on top. And then he believes that somebody is threatening his life. Possible, I don't know. But I am sure that there is no threat to Asim Mani's life from outside Pakistan. If at all there are some threats to his life, it shall be well from within Pakistan. So this kind of a situation, and people live. People live without food. People live without medicines. People live without water. For all their own mistakes. We shall meet. Namaste. Jai Bharat. Jai Shri Ram.